Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening whenever and wherever you are watching this video from. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to answer this linear programming question. Okay, this is 2025 Mathematics Paper 2 GCE, General Certificate of Education. Okay, question 12. And without wasting much of the time, let's get it started. A woman intends to order apples and oranges for sale. Let X represent the number of apples and Y the number of oranges. Write the inequalities which represent each of the following conditions described, below. Okay? The first condition is saying the total number of apples and oranges should not exceed 70. This is very, very simple. The total number of apples and oranges, so apples is what? X plus Y. Should not exceed, it is less than or equal to the number which is here, which is what? 70. Okay? So that is the answer. We go to the next. The number of oranges should not be more than twice that of apples. This is simple and straightforward. The number of oranges, write the symbol for oranges, which is Y, should not be more than, meaning it should be less than or equal to, twice it is 2, that of apples, X. Simple. Okay? You go to the next, condition. The next condition is saying she has to order not more than 40 apples and at least 10 oranges. Okay? So here we have two inequalities. It's saying she has to order not more than 40 apples. Okay? So apples is X, not more than meaning less than or equal to 40, less than or equal to 40. Then the other one, which is here, and at least 10 oranges. At least 10 oranges, which is Y. Y should be greater than or equal to 10, 10. Okay? So we have how many inequalities? We have 4 inequalities. Okay? The next part of the question is saying, answer part B and C of question 12 on the grid on page 31. So you have the graph. Okay, you have the graph here. So since this one is not visible, I'm going to use this one. Okay, so let's use this one. So this graph, so we have we are told to use a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on both axes. Draw X and Y from 0 to 80 and shade the unbounded region. Indicate clearly the region where the solution of the inequalities lie. 4 marks. So what we're going to do here, you should know, guys, that on our graph here, you don't have negative sides. So it is very important or wise to start. Let's start on this second box. So let's start from here. They're saying 2 centimeters represent 10 units on both axes, and you should end on 80 on both. So here it is 0. I'm using a pen so that it is visible to your side. Are we together? Very good. So you have 0, 10 here, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay? So if you started from here, it wouldn't what? Fit this side. Okay? So here, you also have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay? So now, with your ruler, you draw nicely the x or what? X or y plane. Okay, like this. Then you indicate nicely that this is the x-axis. Then in the x-axis, according to our question here, they're saying is number of apples, y-axis number of oranges. So we're going to do just that. So here we're going to write number of apples. So we're going to say number of apples here. Then in the y-axis, we're going to write number of oranges. Okay, like this, number of oranges. All right. Then we start plotting, graphing our what? Our inequalities. The first inequality is what? Is this, which is x plus y is less than or equal to 70. So if you just have the coefficient here on the x 1 and on the y 1, it means that our inequality is passing through 70 on the x-axis and 70 on the y-axis. Simple. As long as here the coefficients are, the coefficients is just the coefficient is what? 1. Okay, so count on our graph here using a ruler. We are going to do what? We are going to draw a line passing through 70 on the y-axis, which is here, and 70 on the x-axis. Okay. Okay. Okay, like that. Now, let me just indicate that this is, since it's also the graph, I'll just write x plus y is equals to 70. Okay, on the graph. Then, shading, you shade the opposite. Here it's saying less than or equal to. So here we're going to shade on the greater than or equal to. Since the bounded region is on the less than, so we're going to shade the top part here. Okay, like this. Okay. Like that. Done. Go to the next. The next inequality is y. So remember, when answering this question, always use simple, start with simple inequalities. So these are simple inequalities or singular inequalities. So let's start with these, then we'll come to this later. Okay, this is x, where x is 40. This is where y is what? Is 10. So where x is 40, so we're going to go where x is 40, which is here, and draw a line. So this is where x is 40. Okay. Okay. X is 40. And then you're going to indicate that this is x is what? Is equals to 40. Then the shading, since here our x is, this is saying less than or equal to, we're going to shade on the greater than party, which is this side. Okay, this side. All right. The next thing, the next is y is 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, y is greater than or equal to 10. So this is where y is what? 10. Where y is 10. So you draw a straight line like this. Then this is y is equals to what? 10. Then, since it is greater than, we are going to shade on the opposite, which is what? less than this side. We still don't have a wanted region, but I think it's supposed to be somewhere here. But we still have another inequality. Okay? By the way, don't forget to indicate question numbers. Here, this is question 12B. Okay? This is question 12B. All right. Now, this inequality, you form a table when solving this. Okay? Inequality. So which is like this. And this is very simple. Just get any two coordinates. So the table I'll use, let me just use this small table. X here, y down. Let's get any two coordinates in the x-axis. First two coordinates. Let's get 0 and 10 anyway, or 10 and 20, any two. Let's get 0 and 10. Okay? 0 here, 10. Then it is y is equal to, let's use equal sign when it's solving. When x is 0, what is the value of y? It will be 0, because it will be 2 times 0. When x is 10, what will be the value of y? 20, because it will be 2 times 10, 20. So let's plot these 0, 0, 10, 20. Okay? 0, 0 is just here, the initial point. Here, 0, 0. Then 10, 20 is here. Okay? So let's draw a line connecting these two, or passing through these two coordinates. 0, 0 and 10, 20. Okay. I think this is okay. Okay. That is a line. Then we are shading. Where are we shading? The symbol. Let's check the symbol here. The symbol is less than, so we're going to shade the greater than party. So for this line, this side is a less than party, this side is a greater than party. So we're going to shade the greater than part, and this is y is equals to 2x. All right, so this is the wanted region, so you can clearly indicate that this is the what? R, the wanted region, which is being asked here. Okay guys, question C1 is saying the profit on an apple is 2/4 ngwe, 2.50. And on an orange, it is 1/4 ngwe, which is 1.50. Find the number of apples and oranges she should order for her to make maximum profit. And this is 2 marks. Okay? And then number 2, calculate this maximum profit. So we're going to answer this question at the same time. So let's go on our graph. Okay, so we need to come up with what we call an objective function. Okay, an objective function. Now, what is this objective function? Objective function, we're going to use the profit we've been given there. We are told that the profit on an apple is 2/4 ngwe, and apple is what? X. So we're going to say 2/4 ngwe, 2.5 what? 0x plus 1.50. This is the profit on the orange. Y, this should give us the profit, okay, on the coordinates we are going to use. Now, since these are the coordinates we are having, okay, these are the coordinates we are having. We are having these coordinates as these are the vertices that are on the wanted region, okay. So we have this one, and this. So these are the coordinates. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, which coordinates can we use to give us the maximum? Can we use so that it can give us the maximum what? Profit. Let's try these two, okay? Let's try these two. So if we try this one will be 2.50 times, what is the value of x? 40 plus 1.50. 1.50 times the value of y here is 30. So we're going to substitute with 30. Okay, and you use a calculator nicely here. We're going to say 2.5 open bracket 40 close bracket plus 1.5 open bracket 30 close bracket, and this is giving me 145. All right, this is in terms of money 145. Okay, let's also try this. If at all it's going to give us the maximum what? The maximum profit. So this one, so the profit is still 2/4 50 ngwe multiplied by the value of x there is 23. Okay, the value, okay, the profit here is 1/4 50 ngwe. Then the value of y or oranges, we have 47 oranges here. If we use 47 oranges, this let's calculate 2.5 multiplied by 23 plus 1.5 multiplied by 47. Okay, this is giving me 28. Okay, this is giving me 128, not just 28, it's giving me 128. All right, so we can't use these two. These cannot give us the maximum profit. So therefore, you can say therefore this is question what? Question C1. Question C1, you can say, since I thought find the number of apples she should order, so you say she should order. Okay, so this is what is giving us the maximum profit. So you can say she should order 40 apples and 30 oranges to maximize the profit. Okay, to maximize profit. That's it. Then this question here, this last part, we are asked to calculate this maximum profit. This is very simple. This is question 2. Just to copy this here, just to copy this one. So we're going to say 2.50 times 40 plus 1.50 times 30 oranges. This is giving us 145. Okay, 145. Let me just write nicely here because you also have decimal places there. You can say so the maximum profit is equals to 145 kwacha 00 ngwe, and this is the answer. Okay, so you're done with this linear programming questions. So remember guys, when you are done graphing, know the vertices, okay, surrounding the wanted region. So if you wanted, just for practice sake, try to use 40,10, 5,10, and check which coordinates is giving you the maximum profit, and check which one is giving you the minimum profit. Okay, good. If you've enjoyed this video guys, consider subscribing, like the video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.